Hi guys, welcome back to Teaching with Sierra. Today I want to show you guys some visuals for when working with special education. So if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you guys can see the next video that will be posted. So I have a bunch of visuals that I just want to show you guys and how to use them. So when working in special ed, sometimes some of the best visuals come from basically what you find. So my first visual is a lazy 8 breathing. It is just for the child to trace the lazy 8 with their finger, and you can start at the star and you just take a deep breath in and then a deep breath out. And so I'm just going to show you, and then it comes with directions. This is easy, and this is one good tool to put into your calm down area, and also it makes a great reference to take with you in the classroom. Another great visual to have is the 6 sides of breathing. This is where you're going to start at the yellow star, and you're going to breathe in, you're going to hold it, you're going to breathe out, you're going to breathe in, and then you're going to hold it and breathe out. And this makes something great as well to travel with you in your teacher bag. I'm going to show you guys an example of a teacher bag where I had all of these materials in. Alright, so this is the clear tote bag that I was holding all of my visuals and materials, whether it was pen, paper, notebook, data sheets, and all of my visuals in this bag. I got this bag at Michael's for about, or AC Moore, for about $8 at the time. And so me and my coworker literally loved to have this bag right here, because, or like, that was just so that we could have it up higher, because we had a student who would run, and then if not, you can have it down here where it will be like that. So in the teacher's bag, I would have these materials. Alright, I'm just going to show you guys as I go through the materials that I have. So next we created a first then folder, so you easily can find any file folder, manila folder, color folder. This was just a folder that was given to us, and we used it as a first then, and we created little cards to go along with it. And here are up close some of the cards that can go along with it. And so like some of the little cards, you have, let's see, you have writing, we have, they can do like, they have the option to do a calm down book. We have the option of, first unpacking our backpack, and then we can go to morning meeting, that type of stuff. So this would be kept in the bag just as a teacher's visual, so that the child would know, first we're going to do this, then we're going to do this. So this would be in my bag as well. This is an example of what a student's one would look like, because you could easily have all of them lined up right here, and then they're going to see it's time for X, Y, and Z. So that's when you would bring out those visuals that you have made for the student, and they go on the inside. You can put as many Velcro pieces as you need to, and then when they're finished, their little cards can go down in here. And so on the back they have this first then, just in case they don't know what time it's for, and their names can go up here. But when making these, it's best to put the name first, then laminate. The next thing that I would carry in my bag is a countdown strip. This countdown strip works wonders. If you're ever wondering, does it really work? It does. Especially when you're giving a child time to cool down, cool off, etc. So, I would just say, oh, Eli's doing his work in 5, Eli's doing his work in 4, Eli's doing his work in 3, Eli is doing his work in 1, and that's just how it goes. And so I would use that just in case you ever needed to give a student some extra time, you know, like to get themselves together. All right, so this is what we would wear around our neck with our badges. This is a keychain badge that we, like I said, kept around our neck or would put in our pocket, but have this dangling at all times. So this right here just is a few cute visuals for you to use on your student. So you could say, hey, and you can flash it. Sometimes you don't even have to say anything. Saying less means a whole lot. So you could just, and they're gonna understand whatever card you have holding up. So if I was to flash this, they're gonna understand that screen time is over. If I flash this, this means that it is cleanup time. When flashing this, they know that it's free time. This is one for home that I brought home from work that parents get to use if they take this seminar. And then time for bed, eat. Like I said, this is one for home, bath time, but this is just an example of what mine would look like because it's stacked together to where you can just go and flip to whatever you need it to be. We do use like feet on the floor. We do use, I can't remember the other ones that are on my exact keychain just because I need to probably get a new keychain made this year. Okay, so when using the folder, you know, you make visuals. These are really great visuals to use for like if you have sensory in your classroom. I'm just going to show you guys a couple of examples. These I do not keep in my bag due to the fact that these are ones that you would just use in the classroom. The ones that I would keep in my bag are the ones that I can't get on the normal like this. I would keep a copy of this in my bag in my first then. This is, like I said, just visuals of leisure, academics, life skills, daily schedule. And so daily schedule is the one that you want to have on your first then the most. And then you have an extra card and you have your life skills. This visual card right here is for when you're in the classroom. This can be put in front of the child and it can have what they decide first and what they decide next. That way you're not flopping a big folder in front of them. You also can use this cue card right here. This is a pause, which means that my work is on pause. I will come back to it later. And so the child, this is bendable so that it stacks on the table as in a triangle. This right here is for a child to use to say that they just need a pause, need a break. This is a great card to use and have with you in your bag. Why? Because this right here, I need a break. I need a break, please. And this is a card that a child can flash at you just to let you guys know that they need a break. This right here is for our older children. This is a to-do list where these will be open and you as a teacher are going to write what they need to do first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. And then what's going to come after number 5. When they are done, because they're older, they can close these tabs. I'm sorry. They can close these tabs. And then they'll get down here, and then you go from there of what you want to do next. So those are great things to have in your bag as well. Some things also, you know, to keep in your bag are some, like I said, some visuals. You're going to need plenty of visuals. So this is just I can check my schedule and keep going with my day. My teachers are happy, my parents are happy. And it is just a cue visual of, you know, I'm in the red zone, which means I'm unsafe. I need to have safe hands and feet for 5. I need to have, I can do a flower pinwheel. They need to do some deep breathing for 5. Then when they get into the yellow zone, they can squeeze their hands, tap their noses, and then they're back in the green zone once you feel. So I keep this in my bag as well. But I also like to have a small one because you never know, like the situation might be where you don't have much space and you just want to flash it real quick. So I like to keep this one on my keychain. This right here, like I said, you're going to need plenty of visuals. You know, when working with older children, you know, you want to tell them to use kind words, or, you know, have a still body. This was created during COVID. Unmute, do our work, have our eyes watching and our ears listening. This is a great little visual I'm going to have in my bag this year because it might be needed. Some kids might need a yellow break zone if they implement it in your district. A yellow break zone just means, you know, I'm kind of acting silly, frustrated, confused, excited, frustrated, jealous, and I need a break. And so this was created when we created a yellow break zone area where the child would go over and just take a couple minutes to cool off. So I saved that from last year. This right here was a great tactic for using in the classroom with the kids because you know, it would let them know what zone, what color is. So if they came in feeling sick, they would put their picture card right here, and that would let us know what zone they were feeling. This right here is a yellow space, red space paper where you can throw it down to the child if they're in a crisis. And you know, if Bob is in the yellow zone, just throw it down on the floor and it lets Bob know, okay, my teacher said I'm in the yellow zone, I need to get back to the green zone. So I love to carry that around. Let's see. Okay, my yellow zone routine where we can count to 10, we can do 5 deep breaths, we can do 5 shoulder shrugs, 5 hand squeezes, and 5 nose taps. So we can check in with the teacher after completing all of that. If we're still in yellow, that means we need to repeat steps 1 through 5. And if we're in the green zone, we can go back to our seat and follow our directions. Also in my bag, I like to keep that I will take 3 deep breaths. And so this little piece right here would be to where you would have 3 of them and you can Velcro the other 2 to the back. That way, or all 3, and then just add them on as they take deep breaths, and so that they know that they're taking deep breaths to calm down. A lot of children have complications going to specials, right? So we would create little visuals like, oh, you know, we're going to walk with the ring to the art studio or hold hands to the art studio. You're going to sit on the carpet and listen to the teacher's directions. You're going to walk to your table, sit at the table, do your art project, clean up, and then you can color or look at books for 5. And so you would be there the whole time, if this is the case, to implement this visual. So our library, you know, like if we were going to the library, we need to follow all of these. Some great other visuals that we created because I think the child at the time said that she could not see our visuals. We made them into like a little lap book that we would take around with us. Finish later, wait, sit, and as you can see, we would even have like the sticky on the side so that we can flip it to the right one immediately whenever we needed it. And so this is office, pick up, put down, and this was just my visual book, and I wanted me to know what it is. So listen, stop, give me, sit in the chair, walk, and quiet. Some other ones that we added later in the year, but unfortunately COVID had caught up with us on that one, was to line up, stand up, try again, feet down, look, and shoes on. That was one of our major ones that we were starting to see before COVID hit. And then last but not least, I carry around movement cards. So I would take this with me just in case a child needed like a movement break, and you know, just like different little movement breaks that we can take. So these would be cut up, laminated in my bag in some type of little container. That way we could easily do some movement breaks. These can be found on Teachers Pay Teachers. These were free, so I was like, hey, let's cut these out. And so I would bring around like some yoga poses we can do in a corner, or a dinosaur workout if that's, you know, what helps a child better. And so I even would have this. This would be on the back of my file folder, so that I'm just going to show you guys. This is what would be on the back of this, because the student can easily choose from one of the cards to do a choice break. And this is the student. The student that I'm with at the time would put their name over, would put their picture right here, right here, right here, right here, and they would pick right beside them what choice break they're going to choose. That way they know what they're doing and they can see that. So thanks for joining Teaching with Sierra. I hope that these were great visuals for you guys. I hope that you guys will leave me comments down below of what you guys are using, if you're using the same thing, if you're not. And let me know down in the comment section below what you guys are looking forward to when going back to teaching.